The ingenuity of arch-conservative media mogul Rupert Murdoch in pursuit of an audience knows no bounds. His latest coup is to take the work of an anti-establishment cartoonist from the underground press and use it to blow a hole in the ratings of the big three American TV networks. In an attempt to repeat the performance here, The Simpsons opened on his British satellite service Sky TV last night.
8 o'clock on Thursday night, and on NBC, The Cosby Show is just beginning. But all over America, millions are tuning in to another network to watch a very different family. The Simpsons are a family for America in the 1990s. Decidedly blue-collar, they live in the fictional suburban town of Springfield and reflect an uncertain America on the brink of economic recession.
Long before the news organizations and long before the government admitted it, Bart Simpson and The Simpsons admitted we were in a recession, we were in tough times. We were all in tough times together. That, I think, is the real key to the success of the timing of The Simpsons, is that things aren't easy now, and The Simpsons admits that.
Homer Simpson, the downtrodden nominal head of the household, works as a safety inspector in the local nuclear power plant. Reluctant to take on fatherly responsibilities, he often identifies with the boyish pursuits of Bart, his prankster son. Bart is the central Simpson character, a figure beloved by millions. His name is an anagram for brat.
Yeah, most have it, most speaking.
Is Jacques there?
Who?
Jacques. Last name Strap.
The Simpsons have their origins in America's underground press. They come from the mind of cartoonist Matt Groening, who until recently was best known for his satirical Life in Hell comic strip, which lampoons American conservatism.
I came up with The Simpsons in about 15 minutes of fast doodling. I wanted to create a family that drove each other crazy and loved each other at the same time. A family that was ruled by its own impulses, that didn't scheme and take glee in their own cruelty and insensitivity, but who did act cruel and insensitive to each other at times.
Since their debut on The Tracy Ullman Show 3 years ago, The Simpsons have grown to become what one magazine calls a major sociological force, touching virtually every aspect of American life. The Simpsons are changing the way people think, what they wear. The family image is being relentlessly exploited to market all kinds of merchandise, from underwear to computer games and dolls which utter Bart's most popular phrases, now part of everyday speech.
No way, man?
He said, whoa, mama. Whoa, mama.
Ay, caramba.
The Simpsons are a radical departure from the squeaky clean, white, middle-class TV families which emerged in the 50s and 60s. Elements of this artificial view of family life still survive in many present-day sitcoms. But The Simpsons seems to run against the grain. It satirizes the superficial, have-a-nice-day, always smiling zeitgeist of the Reagan years.
Take all your bad feelings and push them down, all the way down, past your knees until you're almost walking on them. And then you'll fit in.
I like to think that the success of The Simpsons means that cynicism sells. In other words, that there's a market for truth in America these days. After The Cosby Show and all his spin-offs and copycats, we had an attack of cultural diabetes in this country. Everything was sweet and wonderful. That wasn't the truth. The truth that The Simpsons will tell you is that life sucks.
Other shows like Married with Children and Roseanne were first with this grittier, truthful view of life, but The Simpsons perhaps goes further.
It's certainly undermining ideas of middle-class normalcy. It's also very subversive as television, in the sense that there's a lot of stuff going on in the background that you don't pick out right away or on the first viewing.
If there's any subversive goal in mind for the show, I'd like kids to question authorities and maybe think that the people that tell them what to do and how to act don't always have their best interests in mind.
A lot of people might interpret that as being anti-family in a way. Do you view it as such?
No, it's pro-family. What this does is acknowledges the fact that families love each other and also want to kill each other at the same time. It's called ambivalence. Psychiatrists will tell you all about it.
But some Americans don't see it that way. The nation's educators have become alarmed. Headmasters have banned T-shirts in which Bart declares his philosophy of being an underachiever and proud of it.
In schools, we try to instill in all children to do their very best. And if we accept an underachievement attitude from them, then that is inappropriate.
Ostensibly, the Simpsons are a white family, but in black neighborhoods like Harlem, striking murals have emerged depicting a black Bart articulating the concerns of the community. Bart has been adopted by black Americans as one of their own.
I think most blacks do look at the Simpsons as being a black family.
I think that Bart Simpson is just like Mickey Mouse was 75 years ago or 50 years ago, you know? It gives the kids something lighter, and at the same time, there's a serious message there.
The Simpsons pay a lot of attention to words, to language, to the way just people express, just sound. It's a very oral show, and I don't think Bart's use of the word homeboy on one of the episodes where he referred to his father as homeboy, I don't think that hurt either.
I love hip-hop. I love all kinds of hip-hop and rap stuff. And Bart is a kid who probably secretly listens to that stuff when his parents aren't around.
The Simpsons comes from a relative newcomer to network television, from Rupert Murdoch's fledgling fourth network, Fox Television here in Los Angeles. The popularity of The Simpsons has done much to boost the fortunes of Fox Television in America, but it's also prompted some major changes elsewhere in the television industry.
Fox has produced some of the most original programming on American TV. Murdoch created the network amid considerable industry skepticism just 4 years ago when he took over a group of independent stations. And now, after a faltering start, Fox TV is making headway. Their sitcoms, like Married with Children, about a raunchy suburban family, have done well in the ratings. And the network has also drawn favourable critical response with a popular black variety show called In Living Colour. But it's mainly The Simpsons that's bringing Fox TV the young, upscale audience favoured by advertisers. The competition has been forced to respond to Fox's powerful lineup this autumn by bringing out its own batch of unusual programming to win younger viewers. ABC will be showing Cop Rock, a musical cop show, and NBC has its own hip-hop and rap musical school show, Hull High. CBS has Earth Force, about a pro-environment SWAT team who take on villains who threaten the planet.
You know, it's a really exciting time for American television because when you look at recent hits and recent successes, we're in a strange time right now where being original is being rewarded.
Predictably, The Simpsons is also creating clones. All the other networks are developing animated series.
I mean, animation is something that has been done for years, but it's basically been ghettoized to children. What The Simpsons proved was that it can be much broader than that it can speak to adults as well as children, and particularly to the 18 to 49-year-old consumer adult who's so desirable to advertisers. And that's why you're going to see The Simpsons inspire so many copiers.
But The Simpsons' biggest impact has been with Fox Television itself.
I think it's the greatest thing that could have ever happened to them. I think in their wildest dreams, you know, this show would never have been as successful. Or, I mean, Bart is you know, he's their spokesman. He's their corporate symbol.
Rupert Murdoch, through Fox TV, has for the first time established himself as a major force in American television.
Rupert Murdoch, in creating the Fox network, knew that he could accomplish several purposes. One was that he would create viable programming. One of the reasons he wanted a network was that great political power comes with a network. That if you own a television network in whatever country it is, you have to be taken seriously by the mainstream politicians in that country.
So it could be argued in a way that Bart Simpson is helping Rupert Murdoch to advance his political agenda.
Oh, absolutely.
Indeed, some find it ironic that a conservative figure like Rupert Murdoch is building up his worldwide multimedia empire on the back of a program which satirizes so many of the values he publicly professes.
Television is business, and he's a very astute businessman, so I really don't see the conflict.
Does it ever concern you at all that Rupert Murdoch is using Bart Simpson in a way to build up his worldwide media empire?
Well, property is theft and all that, but if you want to participate in media, you have to go along for the ride. What can I say?